you know, what are we in?
Mario
We're in
Kart.
August. This is for July.
And
Before the show starts, me and Aaron are about to play Bowser's Castle.
Yep.
As you know, we throw down on a little bit Super Nintendo before the show as we're waiting for everybody to log in. For those of you who showed up early, it's really great to see you, even though I can't see you right now. Aaron and I have just played a warm-up match where I lost in the final.
Right at the end.
12 inches.
And before we started to play, you said you wanted to bet money. My heart started racing.
So we have now warmed up, and we are about to play Bowser's Castle.
Okay.
We had $100 on the line.
Yep.
And we would like to see in the feed who you think is going to take this.
By the way, you're picking the worst game level.
Game on. I haven't played this level in probably
do you realize,
30 years.
Just so you realize, there's a lot of, places you can fall into the lava, which is not great.
Here for it. I think I got the boost.
Oh my goodness! Here we go.
Oh, you know what I like about this one though, compared to the last one?
Huh.
We can bounce off the walls on this one.
Watch out. Hey, I will tell you this: those who grew up in our generation, the graphics, I cannot believe how bad they are in comparison now.
Oh, I didn't know we had to jump on these.
This is what I'm telling you.
I like this.
You can fall right into that lava.
I like the.
If you're not careful.
I like the challenge. Oh, no. I was talking shit.
This is exactly what I was saying.
Oh, no.
Bro, I don't know if you can recover from that now. Because once you fall into the lava.
See, I can see you. Listen, all I know is I see you.
I just hit the side.
And we got several.
Oh,
no,
I
got a
no.
bomb, dude.
Oh, almost hit that.
I need a treat. Give me a treat. For those of you who don't know, I call the little a banana. Aren't you when you're in second place? Aren't you supposed to get something good?
Good stuff.
Yeah, dude, I got a banana. That's bogus.
I
Where's
know.
my red shell? Where's my mushroom?
This is the problem with this level, though, is if you're not directly behind me, you're not going to be able to hit me with that stuff. That's the hard part. Just remember, no, I hit the
blockers are killing me, dude.
Hey, just know there's $100 on the line. Tyler wanted to bet. When there's money on the line, my best version comes out.
Come on, how do we? Oh man.
There we go.
Where are you?
Okay, for those that just logged in, stay tuned.
Gosh, dude, I'm getting just.
We're gonna finish this game and jump into a recognition.
A red shell's not making its way.
Here we go, Tyler. How you feeling back there?
I'm not even putting up a match right now. This is embarrassing. I've ran into everything I could possibly run into.
I will tell you, our last. Oh, I just ran into that too. Our last round was close.
Dude, I just jumped into lava for the second time in a row. This is.
I told you, this is the worst level you could have picked.
It's not over till it's over. I'm gonna give it all I have till the end until I cross this lap. But this is an embarrassing pregame. I am not.
Dude, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this money. $100.
Oh my god.
You want to buy something nice for my wife tonight on
I
a
think
date
you should
night?
give it away. I think you should give it away to somebody on this show who really deserves it.
Okay, I'm down with that.
Who's supported? Who's the first person to respond that say they actually had their money on Aaron?
Hey, Cade.
First, I'll remember that, and second.
Ooh, Colt, he is the man. I'm so grateful
for him. So
for
first of all, Colt was a dick move. Second of all, I hope you realize that even though it was, I still had your back, and maybe Aaron will share the winnings that I'm about to Venmo over. This is so bad.
Hold on. So, Cade, I just want to verify. Is Colt the first one that had his money on me for winning? Okay, Colt, I love that guy. And consider the win locked in. Locked in, Colt.
Start the show. Let's go.
Thank you for Tyler's recommendation. Tyler, you're going to owe Colt $100. I did that one for you, Colt. Thanks for having my back.
Colt.
And always believing in me.
If you have my number, text me your Venmo or, I don't know, shoot me a DM on Instagram and
I'll put us on a feed.
Venmo you over the.
I'll put us on a feed.
Absolute just embarrassing cash that I just lost.
Okay, so for those that just joined, welcome to our VITL Live. This is our one time a month recognition show that is done live. So, comment in the feed. We want to feel your energy. If someone today gets recognized in your region, in your division, right there on your team, let's make sure that they feel your support. And we want to know what city or state that you are coming into the show live from. Say what team you belong to, what region you belong to, what division you belong into. Let's get a little
representation right now on the feed. Let's wake it up on a Friday morning. We're coming into the weekend. This is when we dominate. You win on the weekend. in our world. So let's fill it.
Absolutely.
Let's
So
Where's
only
everybody at?
only other thing I'll say, and then Kate, if we can get the slides up here on the screen, would be great, so we can jump in. We do not see him here, but as we pull these up, what's cool about this recognition show, and I just want to highlight this, we're about to get into company stats. As mentioned before, this is recognizing a month's worth of efforts, and so we are now in August, which is considered one of the last months of summer, which is crazy that we're here. But I am so pumped to recognize last month's results because, Tyler, we came out of a pretty hard few months in solar over the last, 2 to 3 months. And to watch what took place last month in July, I want to really give those who got on the scoreboards for July all the love they deserve, because we have some complete dominating teams that came out of the woodworks and nothing stopped them. I mean, they came out and dominated. And what's cool on a company level, we just beat our month before and had month growth, month over month. So I was really happy to see that. It feels good to be back on a trend up and for us being out there dominating like we are. And I know we're nowhere near where we want to still be. Job not yet finished, but it was really cool to see the month that we had last month.
Well, to Aaron's point, everybody knows that there was a couple of months of uncertainty with the big, beautiful bill. We did not know exactly what the outcome was going to be or when we were going to, gain clarity on it. So, like Aaron said, you guys, to have gone through what we did and to now have the clarity we need, the vision we need, and to move back forward, the only way you get there is by starting to gain momentum. And you do that with small wins. You do that with bouncing back. The biggest shout out I want to give, though, is to those that don't even have a bounce back to give. Throughout the uncertainty, I think a lot of people were looking for certain answers, and I hope that we led through it in a way where you guys felt like we delivered transparency, all while, navigating some wild times in our space. But the constant, advice I attempted to throw out, or that I know many were trying to lean on, was, listen, we don't know what the answer is going to be, but anytime you don't necessarily have clarity, the best thing you can do is operate with consistency, with as little emotion as possible, because if you can maintain and perform at the highest level, even when you don't know the exact outcome of something, regardless of wherever the outcome lands, you're going to be in a better position because you were able to hold it together at a time that many maybe struggled to do so. So for those who maintain momentum, that did not dip at all, those are the biggest props I want to give, and we're definitely going to see those names for the second time in a row, several back-to-backs from last show. And those are the same individuals that didn't skip a beat, that put their head down, that battled through, some trialing times in our space. And now we've got some new names that are bouncing back, whether they just transitioned in from another business or whether they've been here and maybe they did have a little bit of a lull. Maybe their market took a bigger hit with some of the difficulties with, Mosaic and areas that definitely were markets that felt it harder than others. Regardless of where you were, to Aaron's point, you guys, we appreciate the trust. We appreciate the hard work and the effort that has gone on during some times that were a little bit unplanned, and to me, that is where reputations are built. That's where leadership is built. It's not during the times where things are easy. It's during the times where you literally have to face, tough times, and it's how you respond. So
I agree.
Without, diving in any more there, to Aaron's point, excited to get into stats today. So let's dive in.
We're going to jump in. I am now monitoring comments, and I can finally see them on my phone, and I will tell you the comments during our game.
I think we've taken too long. I think we just need to move forward. I think we just need to go on. I think we're living in the past now. Move on from Mario.
We can see the comments. Let's keep it popping today. Now, as we get in here, first, we're going to recognize our largest channel here at VITL. It is our local year-round channel. And really cool to see what they came out and did in July. They were 116% to goal. So for those that belong to locals, congratulations in representing our largest channel here and coming out strong in July. Cannot wait to see now what we do in August. But 116% to goal, Tyler. That fires me up to see that. Great job. Okay, now,
ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, moving to X. This is what we did in the grind itself. So this is our 10-day grind that we go out and do, and then on the month we'll recognize here in a second. So on the grind, we were 71% to goal. We're going to dive into those numbers on a division and a region and a district level. But collectively, we were 71% to goal during the 10 days. On the month, 80% to goal. Great job there. I do know the X channel comes out swinging in August, so I'm looking forward to see what they do this month. And then company-wide, we have 2 other channels a part of our company. We have an e-commerce brand, and then we have a network. So in all things encompassing, we were 97% to goal. Now, all things considered, as we're bouncing back, the market is healing, and we are seeing teams really rise. To see that 97% to me is super encouraging. Again, we did not lower our goals. We still have our big and same goals we've had all year. So to see us come out of the storm that we were in at 97% makes me happy, but job not done. We got to get back to over 100% this month. So foot on the pedal, no excuse. The certainty you bring to your team is going to make the difference, and I'm looking forward to see what we do this month.
First and foremost, we've got a comp that's rolling.
That's right.
We've got a comp that's rolling. I think it's clear that teams have stepped up to help gain back some of this momentum. And let's take a look at the pulse. So the pulse, as a reminder, for those of you guys that have not been paying attention, first check in, pay attention. The pulse is our Q3 competition to determine the top team in our business. As always, this is ranked off Vital Signs. Vital Signs is a proprietary power ranking system, takes into consideration a bunch of different buckets, from install quality to sales quality to self-generated deals to leadership directly from the manager and per rep averages. Right now, we just got through round 1. There are 3 rounds. Collectively, the score after all 3 rounds is what will determine the winners. And in specific channels, certain dates are taken into mind. So for X channels, pay attention. We will recognize Vital Signs throughout this show and the top winners from the month. But as far as the pulse is concerned, we've got 3 teams right now leading the way after month 1. There's 3 categories. We've got retail, X, and locals.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep.
So for retail channel, Aaron, hit us with it. Who is leading our retail channel? Number 1 for the pulse.
Hey,
after round 1.
So I do got to call us out now that we combined our 2 stores and our 2 partners into one. It was a tie, actually, and technically, for number 1 between Phoenix and Philadelphia. So Philadelphia, you got Phoenix on your heels, but Philadelphia was leading all month long and is still currently leading in this current month. So it is Philadelphia going to them, taking the tiebreaker.
Hold on,
but
I'm confused. Is it a tie or is Philly in first? Which one is it?
It was a tie last month. Now that our official, combined of our 2 partners got together, but they led all last month, and I want to give that recognition to them. But currently in the current pulse, they're still leading. But
including round 2.
Including round 2.
Well, we're not in round 2 yet. So after round 1, they were tied.
After round 1, they were tied.
So it's a tie.
Tied. Yes.
It's a tie. However, It looks like Philly's pulling ahead a little bit right now in round 2, which we'll let you guys monitor, and then we'll cover at the end of next show. So, Philly, well done. Phoenix also sounds like you're doing a kick-ass job. X, let's take a look at our traveling teams. No surprise, dominated the leaderboards last month, and I think you're probably going to see a few more names from this team. X Haglund, Owen, and squad. Monster performance again, and there is obviously a reason you guys are sitting in first place. However, as we talk about tight races, we're dealing with something very similar there. And what's going to be interesting,
dogfight.
I'll save it for when we review monthly Vital Signs.
Yeah.
But it is a tight race, but Haglund was in the number 1 spot at the end of round 1 during those dates. And lastly, we got locals. And again, no surprise, these guys have led last year. I believe this is the winners from last year.
Correct.
We've got M Finger and team under the United squad out there, and they are absolutely throwing down as normal.
As we get to the recognition stage with that, it is impressive what that entire region is doing around the pulse. But in the actual pulse itself, great job to that team.
Top 3 teams for the pulse. Keep an eye on it. Managers, leaders, team members. Push your team, take a part of it. Even if you're not in first place right now, a lot can happen over a 2-month period. And if you leverage those competitions right, you can bring a whole extra level of energy to those teams. So congrats to the Pulse winners after round 1. 2 more to go. Long time, a lot can change.
Yep.
All right, let's dive into our actual nitty-gritty of performance on the year. Levels update. Oh, do we want to give a levels update right now as far as the trip goes? I think this is Well, it's a great idea. Is it on the screen? No, I know that. I think this is actually a perfect time of year to do a quick review. I don't think I realized that's what we were covering, but this is something we discussed earlier in the week, and I'm glad this is up here because if you don't know this, as a reminder, we have an ongoing competition throughout the year called Levels. Throughout throughout the year, as a rep, there's badges you can earn, and they show up next to your name. They make your profile look way more reputable when you actually have some levels, and it looks like you've done something. So for the app purposes, you get recognized at those levels. But at the 50 mark, you also earn a ticket to our experience of the year, the trip that we go on as a company. At 60, you earn 2 tickets. You can bring a +1. 75, you earn a watch. At 100, it's an official Golden Door winner. Now we have also set aside specific levels for leadership so that they know exactly how to earn on. So leaders, pay attention. If you're a district manager, 200 installs with your downline on the year gives you a ticket. Top installing DM will get 2 tickets, 1 for +1. If you're a regional or a senior regional, 300 installs in your downline will give you 2 tickets. And VPs also, they've got 2 tickets. So excited to see who makes it.
Been a big ask for leaders to earn it in a leadership perspective, not
Everybody
only off
wanted
personal
clarity.
production. So there it is. Go check it out in VITL Home. It is there for reference, but looking forward to seeing who earns the trip for next year.
Now's the time of year to check in, though. Where are your levels right now? Check your levels, know where you're at, check your numbers, and I'd be analyzing if I've got August, September, October, November, December, the last 5 months of the year left. These should be the time we absolutely step up. You need to know your KPIs. You need to reverse engineer your numbers with the time you do have left and figure out what you need to do between now and then to get yourself on that trip. A lot of culture, a lot of fun, a lot of relationships are built. Vision is casted. It's always a good reset, and it's great to have as many people, make that trip as possible. So excited for the next round. Check your levels.
Love it. Okay.
Come on out with us.
Let's jump into our Rookie of the Month, Tyler. Again, this is anybody who's onboarded at VITL and how they did in the first month at VITL. So this is encompassing maybe someone that really is a true rookie, never knocked doors, never sold solar, or a vet coming into our doors. It's that whole bucket. So those who earn that, welcome, first of all, to VITL, and love to see them represent in that big bucket. We had just under 500 new individuals join the VITL family last month. So out of that amount of people, this is who made our top 3.
Okay, let's do it. Let's dive in. Number 1, holding down top spot of everyone that joined us, Elijah, which I believe he goes by Eli.
Let's go.
Eli Brown. Eli has clearly entered an office that has the right energy to go do something like this and has brought extra energy to that team as well. Represent for the Hagelin team in the Delta region. In the number 2 and 3 spot, we have Nick Russo. Nick, welcome. Heard incredible things. Nick is not new to the solar game. Not surprised to see his name up there, but congrats, man, on coming out swinging. Excited to see the name up on the board more often. And Dalen Pinkston.
Welcome.
In the number 3 spot for rookies.
Congrats.
Okay? Rookies, congrats for making it happen the first 30 days. Now let's see you on the board in the normal standings. Top local setters. We're going to dive into the setters. So this is locals, year-round teams. Number 1 spot. This is a huge accomplishment with the number of people we have in this business. To be number 1 is not happening by accident. Nathan Collier. Nathan.
Let's go, Nathan.
Huge, dude.
Congrats.
You know that this dude is spending time on the doors. You know that they're getting out early. You know that they're staying out late, and it shows. So, Nathan, props on being number 1. Number 2 and 3, we have Lamine Zimba. Dyslexia kicked in on that one. Lamine Zimba on the M-Finger squad, and Brian Delgado. Brian, Lamine, Nathan, congratulations on
Good
being
job.
the top setters.
Love it. And Nathan representing the Platinum region, Spencer and crew. So love to see that representation.
In Delta region. Okay. All right, let's dive into the X. That was not the Delta region. I already had X on my screen, so Platinum region. My bad. That's Marnich and team. Nate Osborne, you are number 1 for the entire X channel out of 10 days and 100 reps. You're getting the work done, and it's not for the first time. This is a back-to-back first place standing for Nate Osborne. You might have saw the video we shot of Nate. Yeah, Nate comes from a background of no door-to-door. Nate was a rugby player, hadn't been doing solar ever, just recently joined us and immediately came out, I think, as top rookie, top setter back-to-back 2 months in a row. So, Nate,
It's awesome.
congrats once again, man, for showing up
Super
and
cool to see that.
teaching people how it's done with no previous experience. It goes to show it's not about what you know, it's the energy you carry that's going to get the job done. So, congratulations. Kerry Clark, not a new name, in the number 2 spot.
I love seeing
and
that.
Eli Brown in the number 3 spot. So, Eli, second time on the board today, top rookie of the whole business, and also top 3 in the setters.
It's pretty impressive. First month here,
Yep.
beat out all of our setters and made top 3.
And made top 3.
Pretty impressive, Eli.
Huge.
Excited to see what you do here at VITL.
And Kerry, good to see your name up there.
Yeah.
This is, for those of you who know Sterling in our business, he's been here forever. Experienced, top vet, top manager. And Kerry's been here before and is now back. And that's Father Clark. that's Sterling's dad. Love to see the name on the board. Okay, let's take a look at our stores. In the retail category, number 1, Tyrone.
Let's go. Congrats,
Tolson.
Tyrone.
Tyrone getting the job done in the stores, representing for the Philly team.
That's right.
Clearly being led from the front by a top producer. There's a reason that team has energy and they're winning the pulse after round 1. So Tyrone.
Tyrone is the leader of that team.
Yep.
And totally leading from the front. Can't say enough good about him and that team. Just their energy is contagious. So keep it up. Love to see that.
Number 3, Seth Vernon out in Richmond. Seth, well done. Congratulations on also, I'm sure, leading your team. And Andy Barrios in El Paso. Seth, Andy, 2 and 3. Not easy to do. We have hundreds of stores open, hundreds of setters in those stores across the United States to make the top 3. Shows that you know what you're doing, man. So congratulations, you guys, on making the top 3. Closer category. Closer category.
This is getting
All right,
competitive
I
right
like
here.
it. Moving into our closers across the country, this is combined self-gens, leads coming from stores and doors and anywhere in between. Number 1, seen this name a lot of times. If you want to know what he's doing, you can catch a ton of his best practices, tips and tricks inside of VITL Home. Head into the academy. And if you go to, VITL Ones, there we go. Sorry, we released a series called VITL Ones. You can find him in there. Adam Malawi, number 1 closer on the month. He's held this title multiple times along with MVPs. Not a surprise.
It's good to see him back up there.
Yeah,
Happy
you did.
to see
Did
that.
you take a little break for a
He
minute,
did take
Adam?
a little break.
You took a break from the number 1 spot. It's good to see you back, man. Congratulations. And in number 2, number 3, we have Nicholas Hiroka Ohia. I hope I got that right.
It's pretty good.
Nick, representing out there in Cooper's division for the Beast Coast. Congratulations. And Caleb Sarton. Caleb, congratulations. Top 3 closers in the entire country.
Hey,
huge accomplishment.
I do just want to say, look out for the Beast Coast. They're coming. They are coming, and it is making me excited to see what they're all about, and love to see a name
reputation to uphold. Excited to see you guys do it. Can we just a quick pause for the graphics? The amount of nostalgia between Ninja Turtles, Ryu kicking a car.
Hey, the only thing I want to see in the show get upgraded is
so
I love
good.
that Rambo is behind us with no shirt. But and he looks amazing. I just want to know in the comments. I mean, have people seen Tyler's Instagram post? Do we need to replace that?
I'll
Hey,
pull a
Cade,
Rambo move.
formal. If we're gonna have someone shirtless, let's just get our CEO up in that shirt. Yeah, let's just go crop that in.
Staying locked in all year. All right. Let's take a look at our top closers in the X channel. These are our 10-day closers, making it happen in a very short window of time. 10 days on, 20 days off. Bree, Anna, Ortiz represent for the ladies in the X channel. Love everything about it. If everybody is paying close attention right now, let's take a look at what's happening.
Oh my gosh,
This is ridiculous. We have a complete sweep of X on the closer size. Brianna, congratulations on being number 1, representing for Hagelin's team. Danny Nilsson in the number 2 spot, representing for the Hagelin team. Also, Danny, I was supposed to text you to go mountain biking. I just realized I dropped the ball as I read your name. That's not cool. Let's touch base and hit the mountain. Braden Bolenbacher in the number 3 spot, representing for the Hagelin team. Hagelin, Delta, absolute domination in the X channel right now. Phenomenal work and leading the team, obviously, in the number 1 spot right now.
I will say this. They just had a team merge with their team because they wanted to be a part of that energy. And it is so cool to see what a team atmosphere does to the individual, because some of those new people that joined the team that were a part of a different team with X Hagelin, they just went out immediate production increase, And you can see that now across the board. So how you do anything's how you do everything. Hagelin and team, incredible job to those top 3. Way to represent.
All right, let's take a look at our top ADM category for locals. Neil, Eli for the second time in a row, back-to-back, representing for Turner in the Wolfgang group. Number 1 ADM on the month for all of locals. And ADM is a position that is held, that is delivered or given direction to from a manager as they see fit, but typically it is given to somebody who is expected to be leading from the front. It is given to somebody who the manager's got a lot of things to do on their plate. They want to delegate out something, and those are usually trainings and top producers. So this category is not easy to just hold it down like that. So Neil to do it twice in a row, huge accomplishment. James Hall in the number 2 spot representing for
love
Lakota
to see
in the
his
Pinnacle
name
region.
on that. And I will tell you, he's just such a loyal person. He's got your back on social, and that was good to see. And James, just a good man. So love to see it.
Always appreciate it, James. I do appreciate you. Yeah, I got, for those of you, who pay attention, and if you don't, not to drive you there.
Yeah.
Real, followed satire account at the moment. I got thrown under the bus real hard last night by the $1 million
and just
doorman.
know, your first comment to defense was James Hall.
I know. Yeah. So James really came to. Yeah, you deserve an extra shout out,
That's
James.
right.
Thanks for having my back, man. Aiden Pierce, number 3 spot. Phenomenal job, you guys. Neil, James, Aiden, top 3 ADMs for all of locals. Amazing job. Okay, I have a little bit of a call out on this next one. ADM category for X. Now, X does not have as many teams as locals, so it is understood that they may not have as many individuals from a competitive standpoint that they've got to go compete against. And this is not to take away from this individual, because this individual has been on the board so many times. The level of consistency and performance should absolutely be recognized at the top tier. Andrew Valencia, you are the top
Good job,
ADM
Andrew. Congrats.
for all of X. We didn't put a number 2 and a 3 ADM to be recognized on the slides today because the performance, quite frankly, was lower. And here's the deal. I'm going to have a call out. Okay, I'm going to have a call out for ADMs for all of X right now. If you're in an ADM position, it is expected that you perform at a higher level. And that's it. That's the end of my call out. We need ADMs to step it up a little bit more in the X channel. But Andrew Valencia,
Great
number 1
job.
ADM on the month. Great performance on the month. Congratulations. All right, DMs. We are now entering personal performance. So just to be clear, we recognize district managers at an office and team performance level every single month. We also do it at an individual level. Top DMs on the month in the locals channel. This is the individuals leading their teams from the front. Number 1, Lincoln Pennington.
Whoa, let's
Lincoln.
go, Lincoln.
That is massive,
Love to see
dude.
that.
The position of DM is absolutely the expectation that you lead your team from the front, and you should be the top producer almost always if you are the DM. Maybe you've got an ADM that outproduces you that you've kind of delegated to be the racehorse, but you should always be leading from your front. There's a reason in the Pulse and in Vital Signs we have a category that gives you extra points if the DM of the team is leading from the front, because traditionally we always see the team follow suit. So to be number 1 of all of the managers in the business, that is, you're battling some of the highest performers that have received those promotions for a reason. So Lincoln, huge accomplishment. Number 2, number 3, Omar Harris and Josh Cohen.
Great job, guys.
Definitely not names we haven't seen before. Omar is newer to the business.
Oh, his energy.
Huge
Incredible.
reputation, great energy. Loved my meetings with Omar as he was coming on board, and love to see his name up there. And Josh, we see your name every damn month, and I've got some things I'm really stoked to get to here. As well, I'll hold it.
Right.
I'll leave it there.
I do
move
wanna,
on to X category.
I do want to say one thing about Lincoln, not to talk about age, but he's younger, he's up and coming, and to watch his talent come to the table at his age, and now become a leader here at Vital, and be promoted to leadership. His leadership role is recent, and to watch him now lead from the front, his team dominate in the Pulse, it is so cool to see. I just that lights me up, and just incredible job. Just wanted to highlight that. It's so cool to see what he's doing at his age. Just love to see it.
It also lights me up.
Yes.
I feel lit up. Thank you for that. All right, take a look at the XDMs. So leaders in the X channel, Working out 10 days a month, weird. Owen Haglund, you're number one.
Go.
Nobody was expecting that at all for what's happening on that team. 2 times back-to-back number one DM for all of X. Phenomenal performance. And not the last time we're going to see Sterling Clark's name on the board today as well. Sterling in the number 2 spot. Justin Joe Hero. Justin, good to see your name up there. In the number 3 spot, Owen, Sterling, Justin. Nice work this month, boys. Okay, top district. We are now moving into office recognition. Okay, so we're going to start off with locals. These are the top offices across the country. And again, no surprise, you're going to see a lot of overlap here with the offices that are producing at the highest level from a volume standpoint, but do pay attention to whether they're also the same numbers, or the same names reflecting those numbers in the Pulse, because these categories are just performance. Like, what numbers did you put up? The Pulse takes into consideration a bunch of different things. If you win them both, that is when you know a team's really dominating.
Yeah.
So not the first time this has happened. M-Finger 3 times back-to-back-to-back.
Number one.
Triple back-to-backs.
Amazing.
On number 1 spot for local district. So Noah and the entire squad out there that I know is a collective getting the job done. Congratulations. In the number 2 and 3 spot, we have the El Pennington office, also in the United group, and El Murguia. Is it Murguia? Am I saying it right?
I'm the best person to ask of how to pronounce names.
He's not the best person to ask, but I would like to be corrected. Do I have it right with Murguia?
Hey, I think
feel like I don't.
I would love the clarification in the chat.
And I feel like I need a call out, so please do if I've got that wrong.
Now,
I don't know how to call that out in the chat and how to correct that, so I don't know. Send me a voice recording if I screwed it up of how to say it right. District.
What I do want to highlight, though, there is that is all out of the United region. Those 3 teams are not only dominating as individual teams, something is going on there in the United region. Just incredible job to those 3. Great work.
Full sweep. Love to see it. Congratulations to the entire United group. All right, X Channel districts, top offices. First one, once again, Haglund. This is the second month in a row we've seen some just dominant performance by the entire team.
Great job, Owen.
Everybody in the Haglund team, back-to-back, second time top team in a row. Clark, absolutely been tearing it up the last several months as well. So to the entire Clark team that's been heading out to Illinois and getting the job done there, huge performances. Congratulations, you guys, and thank you for all the hard work you're putting in. And Baker, Vincent, they've just become a staple name in the X Channel.
They have.
Love seeing you guys on that board as well, representing for Limitless.
I will tell you, the way they respond to any adversity is admirable. Anytime I text them, Stephen Baker mentioned in my last text, he's like, we're not looking at this. We're only looking at ourselves. All we care about is our performance. Full accountability on that team. And then to see what happened to the Clark team this last month, my gosh, it makes me ask, where have they been the last few months? But they came out swinging, and Sterling said the Pulse really got them motivated. And on the month, they were number 1 in the Pulse, I think number 2, which we'll talk about. But really cool to see. Love to see that.
That's one thing I'd point out about both those teams. Not to take away from Haglund, who's just sweeping the damn boards, but both Clark, Baker, Vincent, all 3 of those individuals have been in the game for almost 20 years.
Yeah.
The experience level of leaders, I don't. The level of emotion and positivity, they've just seen it all. They've been there.
Yeah.
So anytime you go through a rocky road, it's just not new territory. It's not as uncomfortable as it probably once was. So the leadership and the experience shows through. So appreciate you guys. Okay, now we move into vital signs. So now we move into the category to determine top teams based on all the different quality scores that mix in. These are the exact same scores we're monitoring and tracking to determine the top teams in the Pulse and figure out who the winner of these competitions is going to be and who's going to have the rings thrown up.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
Come gathering time. So, vital signs. Number 1. Oh, God. Did I get corrected yet before I got to do this again?
Murguia.
I had it right then. Murguia,
okay,
right?
You did.
I said Murguia.
So, Tony,
I think I did.
Tony and crew.
2 times back-to-back.
It's incredible. And again, I just want to highlight this again. The age, the success. It is so cool just to see this. And newer team. They've now been a team for the last several months, but it is so cool to see their domination, not only on the scoreboard on cells, but then in quality across the board.
Well, and more importantly, consistency.
Yeah.
To do it once, cool, happens. when you start doing it consistently over time and you start getting the 2 and the 3 X's next to it, that's when you know you've really got it figured out and dialed in. So congratulations, Tony and team. Well played. In the number 2 and the number 3 spot, M Finger, number 2 for Vital Signs right behind them. And number 3 spot, you've got
Skylar Morgan. Oh, I love that. And team.
Representing for Believe.
If
you're wondering what BLV is.
That's right. I had asked myself, and I like the region name. They are dominating out there in Ohio across the board, from Cleveland to Cincy to now Columbus. Watch out for Believe. And Morgan, way to represent. So cool to see.
I love that over time, it's like in the past, it's like there was no representation out in Ohio or Philly.
It's not that case anymore.
The East Coast as much. It's really cool to see over the last year how much our business has matured and grown and spread out, and to have representation come from all these different areas. Like, it's awesome. So for those of you who have helped us launch new markets and gained presence in areas we weren't, previously in, thank you guys for expanding the network, and thank you guys for paving the way in some of those areas. Very cool. So, all right, top Vital Signs 4X. Now, this one is a little bit interesting. This is cool.
Yeah.
This is where I go, yes. All right, things are moving. Vital Signs for the entire month. A little bit of a mix-up.
Correct.
Number 1 team is actually Clark.
Woo!
Sterling and squad. So this is where we go. They're number 1 for Vital Signs on the month. They're holding down the number 1 spot. The Haglund is number 1 for the Pulse.
That's right.
So the only difference is they had some extra carryover referrals, maybe a few deals from the last trip that they got on the month before the trip actually started, or the dates of the Pulse.
Yep.
Come and get 'em.
So they're number 1 on the whole month, but Haglund's right behind them and winning on the Pulse. So I know those teams are going to keep battling it out. So Haglund, number 2 spot, and weird Baker Vincent in the number 3 spot. Those three teams I know are going to be battling it out all quarter long for the Pulse.
It's going to be a dogfight. And what I will tell you, in Vital Home, the images they've uploaded to represent their team brands is really, really cool. Clark put up Coffees for Closers image, and all in on that. It is really cool to see the images across the board. I just want to call out, if Blank Frank is still your district's image or your region image and a division image, I do question the culture that you are running. Like, what are you representing?
What Aaron's trying to say is get your shit together and upload an image. And if you're like, well, I don't have an image and I don't know where to get an image,
create it.
Go to ChatGPT and be like, give me an image. This is my team name. Make something cool. And in the meantime, then go find a funny GIF or something. Who cares? Just do anything.
Yep.
Make it better. Do better.
That's right. So, great job. Love to see it.
All right, Vital Signs for retail. Third category for the Vital Signs standpoint, in the number 1 spot. Drum roll. This shows once again what Aaron was talking about, the back-to-back battle that is happening in Vital Signs and top performances for the month. Lowe's Phoenix.
Go. First time
so
being represented on there.
It sounds like they're creeping up.
Yep.
No surprise with all the talk that we've had about Philly today. Philly in the number 2 spot and Denver in the number 3 spot. Shout out to Colorado and the Denver guys.
Hey, what I will say, ran by Christy and crew, Denver is one of the most competitive groups that we have in retail. And I'm going to tell you, as they're watching right now, they call, Christy a lioness. They're the Lions. They're known as the Lions out there. They only know one speed. They know how to win and dominate. I can promise you this is going to fire them up, and you're going to see something special this month go on in Denver.
Yeah, I interviewed Christy last month.
Yeah,
I don't think
she is incredible.
I don't think I remember talking to her about 3rd place. So,
yeah.
Christy, just saying. All right. Okay. Moving on to some of the bigger categories. We've gone from individuals. We've gone from DMs, offices. Now we're going to take a look at regions and divisions. Top region for sales on the month. This now encompasses locals, X, both.
Yep.
United, M Finger, obvious after we saw the office sweep across the board, makes total sense. That is 2 times back to back, and it has been between them and Delta have been going at it hard the last few months. Yep. So Jai got a little making up to do there. Dominated 3 months ago. M Finger back to back, well played, and in the number 3 spot.
There you go.
Valor.
There you go.
Shout out to John and the entire squad.
Hey,
so top regions on the month.
I will tell you, you get those 3 around a pool, wild things happen. Because I feel like I'm having deja vu right now. Yeah.
Nope. We've just had this entire conversation about the pool and the just the absolute competitiveness closeness between those three.
And it always goes back and forth between those three spots, between those three groups, and love to watch it.
Okay, divisions. Number 1 division on the month for sales. This is not a first time. This is back-to-back, 2 times in a row. Legion holding it down. Joey and squad always been throwing down since the day they got here. Congratulations, dudes, on making it happen consistently as you always do. You got top region, you got top divisions, tons of performances across the board. So congratulations on number 1 spot. Number 2, back-to-back, second time in a row as well. We've got the Onyx division led by Josh Cohen.
Great job, guys.
And then none other than Mitch's own mashed potatoes division in the number 3 spot. So look forward. Congrats for being on the board in the,
Hey, if you don't have this going on within your region or division, again, I question the buy-in. But are the rumors true that within mashed potatoes, people are so hardcore for that brand that there may or may not have been tattoos of that put on people's bodies?
Well, shoot, in the Legion division, you've got probably 50 guys who have tattooed the word good on there. That's like their little cult-like following. But I might have seen some of the most hilarious bought-in culture-based tattoos I've ever seen. I think we had, what was it? But one of them, it's a mashed potato, or not a mashed potato. It's a potato with a VITL hat. We've got a potato with an eye patch Terminator potato. We have the whole thing is potatoes with different characters that have now started to be tattooed all over bodies.
Let's see the pictures. Great job in representing.
I never would have thought, but yeah, if you can post pictures in the feed, please give me some tattoo pictures in that feed of the potatoes. Senior division, speaking of 4 times back to back to back to back.
Cool.
Senior division, the largest division in sales for the last 4 months in a row, has been none other than those exact potatoes that we are discussing. Mashed potatoes.
Hey, they are dominating.
Never get over it.
Those that belong to the Legion, division. There was once a time they were number 1 consistently, and the potatoes group, they've taken it. They've now held it for 4 months straight. Well-deserved congratulations. Hopefully it puts a chip on the shoulder of the Legion group. So go get it. But love to see potatoes dominating
Legion number
that spot.
2. Okay, now what I want to know is installs.
Yeah.
We're going to move into the install categories. It's time to take a look at closers through divisions, top installers for the month of July. This is where it matters most. And as I say every single time, remember and pay attention who held this spot in both categories. Those are the ones that really deserve the most respect, who have figured it out on both sides. Let's kick it off. Top closers for installs. I love it.
Yeah.
My fellow paddle sports playing human, Amadeus.
Let's go.
Amadeus, number 1 installer.
Congrats.
Huge accomplishment, dude. Well played. Way to make sure you're getting the most important job done in the entire business, getting glass on the roof, representing for the Wilcox team in the Valor region under Scapin and Legion. Amazing job, Amadeus. Congrats, man, on being number 1. And that's a 2-time streak for him.
That's right.
Double streak.
Representing
Back on the installs.
the Wilcox and team. Love to see that.
Number 2 and 3. Dylan Colazzo, you are number 2 installer on the month, and Butler Brown the third, representing for M Finger in the United Squad.
So good.
Congratulations, guys. Top 3 installers for the entire closer category in the month of July. Probably the most important performance you could have at the individual level. Not probably, it is. Okay, top ADMs. These are some of our top producers that are getting the glass in on the back end. Neil Eli. Second time we've seen Neil's name today, and he's getting it done on the install side as well. So when I talk about having names on both sides, getting it done on both sides, Neil clearly is making it happen. And in the number 2 and number 3 spot, we have Tahi Cannon and Dustin Kawakami. Tahi and Dustin representing also for M Finger. And go back. Give me a back spot. I was about to figure out who Dustin's repping for. Oh my goodness. Shimabukuro? Please just correct me if I just slaughtered it. But
I love it.
It's Dustin's team.
You're doing a good job.
They're a combined X team. So
it's good.
Congrats, gentlemen, all 3 of you, for being top ADMs in the business on the install side. Okay, let's take a look at our top installing DMs.
So
now,
that's right. I want to make sure we get this right too. This one's an important category for us.
Yeah,
Tyler.
we've got an interesting one here.
We do, and I want to tell the story if I can for a second. So we're on DMs Just want to make sure we have the right ones. We do.
We do.
Okay. So we got to make sure we get that. Okay. So let me tell a story if I can.
We've got it.
We do. So
Go.
what is cool about this? We've never, ever had to try to figure out who wins the installing category off of like 3 tiebreakers. And it was really cool to see this. So if I can just first shout out the top 2, Josh Cohen and Chance Turner tied for the most installs, holding that DM role with 10 installs. Okay. Then we had to go in and look at how do we break the tiebreaker. So we went to the month and they both tied for the same amount of installs on the month. So rather than going to a third tiebreaker, they both deserve this. We've never had this before, which is going to lead into another, category for us. But congrats to Josh and Chance being our top installers as DMs in a tie. Congrats to those two.
Not only as DMs, but let's also be clear that that's also a regional and a senior regional. So they're not just leading their divisions and their teams. They're leading in personal sells from the front. It goes to show in a variety of other categories. And I also want to give some massive recognition in third place on installs this month, or second, if you will, is Brad Larios.
That's right.
And something that needs to be said about Brad, this is month number 3 or 4.
Yep.
Please correct me if I'm wrong, that Brad has been in the top 3.
Yep.
And 2 months ago, Brad was actually recognized, I think, as number 2. I forget the exact details. I'm sure I'll be corrected. But Brad was actually number 1.
Yeah.
And there needs to be something said on this show because we had a misunderstanding or a mistake made on our end. Just straight up a mistake. We made a mistake. He had been promoted from one position to the other, and we did not combine the installs on both, and we missed on it. And he did not get the recognition he deserved. And so he's now been sent his top installing gift for that month, but he absolutely deserves the recognition. So Josh, Chance, congratulations on tying for the month of July, and Brad for absolutely holding it down, having consistent performances on the install side, and for being number 1 of the months that you didn't get your proper recognition. So phenomenal job leading all of your teams from the front. Okay, let's take a look at the top installing teams. Number 1 for the 3rd time in a row, no surprise. And when we do talk about both sides getting it done, this is a team that has always mastered both sides, and that is the M-Finger team in the United Division. This is the 3rd time back-to-back-to-back they've been the top installing team. Second, also in the United region, which to me just shows that when a leader has it figured out, the rest of their organization seems to follow. Pennington, number 2 installing team on the month, and Turner, no surprise, being led by the top installer, Chance Turner in the number 3 spot, your local team. Congratulations on all 3 of the spots of the top installing offices. Top regions, okay? Now we're getting to some of the big numbers. And once again, being led by that exact same individual and sweeping both top region for sales and for installs united. M-Finger, Noah, and your entire crew, congratulations, you guys, for not just showing up with the bangs, but getting the job done where it matters most to get people paid. 2nd month back-to-back top installing region. Delta in the number 2 spot, both of those representing for the Legion division. Massive shout out to Legion for making sure operationally they're getting things done. And in the number 3 spot, we've got the Valor region. So United, Delta, Valor, top 3 installing regions on the month. Congratulations for
great job
getting it done. Okay, divisions. Ooh, this is where we start to see the back-to-back and
the back and forth. This is what matters. This is what matters the most is installs.
There's a 4 in front of it. A 4th month-to-month performance from Legion. Not a surprise again. We've seen their regions and their teams as top performing installers. And this is the 4th time our other division has led from the top number.
So we had the Potatoes own it for sales for 4 months. And then Legion own it on the installs for 4 months. So
No. That's top. That's senior division.
Oh, that was senior division.
That's senior division.
Okay.
So yeah, Legion. Yeah, that was senior division was 4 times there. So we will take a look at senior division, and we'll see that in a minute, and we'll do the comparison. But Legion holding it down 4 times. Onyx, led by Josh Cohen and his group in the number 2 spot, and the Republic, led by Todd Hare and group in the number 3 spot. One call out I do want to make, and I think this deserves some recognition. Okay, this is gonna be a call out for both bad and good, and he knows it. Josh Cohen, Josh Cohen has put up more sales, I think, on the year than anybody. And he's received some heat. He's received some heat from peers. He's received some heat from me about not getting the installs in on the back end. And there's been a variety of reasons for that. Some of it that he can take some accountability for. Some of it that we can in different areas or operation issues. But that message has been received. Josh has now stepped it up, and he is leading his group to do the same. So when you see his name as a top installer and his division is number 2, just want to give a shout out to that division for making changes in areas and being open to feedback and critiques and making changes where they need to. And I love seeing the Republic in the top 3 on division installs as well. Huge performances. Congrats to the top 3 divisions. Okay, senior divisions. Let's see. We've had back and forth here.
That's pretty cool.
This is where, I knew we had a streak break here. So we had gone back and forth where Mashed Potatoes had been leading on the sales side, but Legion was still holding it down on the division installs. And I think part of this comes from the Onyx division and others. But across the board, there's been some categories where sales showed up and the installs didn't match. And Mitch and group also needs to receive some of that recognition. You know, we've let them know that, hey, if the numbers are going to be there on the front side, got to be there on the back end. They've made that happen. They've broken the 3-time streak that Legion had. They are now back on the top spot for senior division, where it matters most as installs. So congrats to that entire crew.
So
way
cool.
to knock Legion off. And I don't imagine Joey will go down easy. He never does. So love to see the back and forth.
Tyler's been adding to his tattoo game. I feel like if they get maybe a 5-peat, 6-peat install, a potato tattoo goes on Tyler.
I got to have a potato tattoo.
Hey, to the potato group, let's get the pressure going. If we can get that to 5-peat, 6-peat, let's see where that goes. I think a potato tattoo's in our future. So, but huge shout out.
I try not to say no to anything anymore, you know. I try to just remain open-minded.
Okay, all right.
Design a potato tattoo.
We're going to get to our 2 final categories, guys. This has been an incredible show. We've really slowed down during this one. We're so proud of all the hard work that's gone into what made July. Now, as we get into this next section, this is our VITL Award winners. These are individuals that get nominated based off your guys' experience with these individuals, what impact they had maybe in your office, here at corporate. This is all based off nominations. So when you get the link every month to go nominate, know we read all of these. It's been very insightful and inspiring to see the impact certain people have in our business based on these comments that come in. So for our headquarters here at VITL HQ, VITL Award winner, it is Dawn Tarwater. Congratulations, Dawn. I love to see this. Dawn, you had several incredible comments written about you. What I just want to highlight about Dawn, I pride myself on giving this business my very best and working hard. And there's some evenings I think it's late and I'm leaving the office.
I love every time we read this because we'll be in the middle of speaking and we'll see HQ just erupt. Everybody's just screaming in the back down the hall right now.
It is amazing. So what I'll say about Don that I've always admired is his work ethic. There's been multiple nights, not that this is something that's being kept in score, but I leave late and Don is still here. And then I feel like I'm getting in early the next day and Don's already here. He is one of the most stable, steady Eddie type of individuals. Those who don't know Don, he represents our e-commerce side to our business, and there's more and exciting things coming from that now and hopefully down the road. So, Don, we love you. We're so grateful for you, your resilience, and congratulations on being nominated at the VITL Award here at HQ. Okay, for the field, some swag coming both of your way with this nomination here for our VITL Award winner. It is Eli Brown. Congratulations, Eli. Love to see this as well. Some really cool comments here. Eli came in his first trip with us. Absolute best energy. He set 8 deals that closed, had the best attitude out, and outworked everyone else. We are stoked to have him in the team. Eli, we read all of your comments. That's just one. There were a ton that came in. What's really neat is these nominees come in. It's never just one comment or vote. It is multiple. Some have gotten over the number of 20 votes coming into some of these names. So to see that impact is incredible. Eli, we are so grateful to have you here at VITL.
I do think, for the record, not that we need to read every single one every time, but the second one it's actually pretty cool, and I think it needs to be read because it says this man came in fresh and ended up with 8 deals in 6 days. And this part's where I think it just hits a little bit more because we all go through difficult things, and how we show up during those times matters. And I'm sure this is why it had a big impact on the team. But it says a family member of his had passed away, and he grinded harder than any other rookie. His attitude reminds you of why to love this job, and I'm super grateful to have him on the team. So things like that I think are really, really cool to recognize. So Eli, for reals, man, congratulations, and way to push through really difficult times that many would not, and to bring a great energy to the team where, you may have been the one that needed the energy. So congratulations.
Love to see that. Congrats to both of you. Thank you for all that you do here at Vital. Now, our final recognition here in Vital Live today is all based on who was number one in the most sales made in the channels. And then lastly, we're going to recognize installs. So for our MVP, this comes with a custom made board delivered right to you, and then another one hung up on our wall to always be etched in the history of our MVP award winner. So for retail, it is none other. You know it. You saw if you were paying attention. It is Tyrone Tolson. Congratulations for being our most valuable performer, player, all the things in retail representing. Congratulations. And then in, let's see here, in X, oh, this is so cool, guys. This is three-peat. This individual has won MVP, not only dominating, leading from the front, his team is dominating. He is on fire. He won the crown. Like there's so much going on here. Cannot wait to see what he does this month. It is Owen Haglin. Owen, congratulations. Three-peats. That is our first three-peat in the MVP bucket for X. Way to represent. That is some big-time stuff. You're really putting your name in history in the X channel. Again, crown winner, 3 times MVP award winner, representing an X, and right now front runner in winning the Pulse for 2025. That is quite the resume. So congratulations. Then when it comes to locals, Lincoln Pennington as our MVP award winner for sales. Lincoln, I'm so proud of you, man. To see what you are accomplishing so young is just so inspiring. Your team is winning. You're leading from the front. Way to be our MVP of July. Now, as we get to installs, this one is really cool to see. Again, first time we have ever had this happen. This is a tie for MVP. Give it up for Josh Cohen and Chance Turner for tying his MVP in locals. Okay, 2 of the most competitive individuals we have in this business, no doubt. And we tried to pick one. We tried to get through the tiebreakers. They tied, though, and you guys both deserve that win. Congratulations. 2 of the best, really having each other's backs more now than ever.
That's double. Cade, we got some artwork we're going to be sending out to all these guys. This is a reminder, right? Everybody has probably seen it on social media or if you've come into the office, but we've got this huge skateboard wall, custom artwork that is just, it's probably some of the coolest artwork that I've seen, and it makes them so unique as a gift or a prize or a trophy to hang on your wall. We've got the whole wall covered in MVP boards here. That's the sales side. The install side, we've now mixed it up. We've brought that into the business, and we recognize we are now making custom artwork. So it's actual framed glassed artwork that's really cool. And the way those are working, just so you know, is we've created like art piece number 1, art piece number 2, art piece number 3. It's not necessarily different one every month. It's 1, 2, 3. You got to earn them. So you get the first one. Anybody who ever earns Install VP, you get that first piece of artwork. If you get a 2-time, if you're a 2nd-time MVP or 3rd-time, you win art piece number 2, art piece number 3. So it's
cool.
Basically they're like collector's items on this side of it. But I've never seen anybody do that. So just a reminder that you got art pieces coming your way, and
it's awesome.
Chance, Josh will each be getting individual.
For our final art piece on the install side, this represents all of the X channel for our MVP award winner, Mohammed. And I want to make sure Ali Umar.
Let's go,
with the Vincent and Baker Limitless team and region. Congratulations,
He's been
Mohammed.
showing up from day one.
Love to see that complete domination. Those that we just recognized as MVP award winners, that is not votes. That is our top producers on sales and top producers on installs. Guys, to all of you, well done. Congratulations for representing the entire company top of the chart. You don't get that by accident. That is hard work well done. That is the sacrifices made, all of the things. Time management to go get that type of an award. You should feel proud, and I cannot wait to see your posts on social with the awards coming your way. Okay, that is our show for today. Tyler, we have reached the hour mark, so I'm going to leave my comments quick. What I want to say is two things. As I end, and then Tyler, you can end this here. To everyone here at VITL, August is the month. This is the last month of summer. This is where we have our biggest month of the year. My ask is go hard as you possibly can. Think bigger. Let's go run faster. Let's be more creative. We are back. VITL is back. The industry is healing. There's no excuse. And I will tell you, those that continue to live in things just aren't perfect and there's this and there's that, that is life. Welcome to reality. Life is hard. And the better you can adapt with change and continue to find and be resourceful of how to win. It doesn't mean that hard is not real, because it is, but it is happening for everybody. As you can stay resourceful and find ways to win, you will always have success in life. That is my ask in August. Let's go make this month great. Let's go recruit. We have a recruiting incentive on the line right now. For those that are aware of that, it's a Tony Robbins ticket to go to one of his live events. I would be very aware of that. Let's go recruit. Let's be loud about our opportunity here. I believe nobody's got a better opportunity than us here at VITL. So let's make this month great. Proud of what we did in July. Cannot wait to see what we do.
Aaron said it very well there, you guys. We are in the middle of a very unique time, I think, in our business and in our industry as a whole. We've gone through what we've gone through. We're now in full recovery mode. We've got a lot of clarity. It doesn't mean there's not going to be more bumps and more bruises. One thing happens after another, after another, after another. And if anything is certain, that's experience that anybody that's been in our industry for the last 10 years or in door-to-door for the last 20, they'll tell you the same thing. There's always something, but some of those somethings are bigger than others, and this was a bigger one. And so as we enter this recovery space, I want you to be aware, be self-aware of your emotions. And if you're feeling a lot of them through some of this, break them out. Be smart about it. Categorize what you're experiencing. Categorize which ones are operational issues that you have frustrations about that we may need to address. Categorize which ones come from a lull of uncertainty at a time maybe you didn't have clarity you needed and affected your work ethic. Categorize the experience you have inside VITL with the leadership and the trust that you have. And if you find yourself in a place that you're bounced back and you're good, well, great. Lean on that. Let's go build. If you find yourself in a place where you're not feeling that and you're looking for that, break those things apart and go tackle them one by one and give benefit of the doubt and go talk to your leaders and do what you need to do. Because I can also tell you right now, over the next 4 to 6 months, we will have one of the largest recruiting opportunities in the entire space that we've ever seen. We will have so many people walk through this door that have been a part of a business that struggled. And most of the struggles won't even be that business's fault. But some of them will be. Some of them will be that business's inability to be open and transparent and build trust with their people during a hard time. Some of it will be that business's ability to bounce back. And one thing I can tell you for certain is we bounce back. We always bounce back. We will bounce back, and we will build an atmosphere and an energy that helps people bounce back, get to where they want to go. And so if you're not in that mode yet, get in that mode. If you're questioning things, go have the right talks with your leaders and go get in the place you need to be, not just to lead yourself and go win through the coming months and prepare for the winter, but to also go capitalize on one of the largest consolidations of recruiting we will ever see. I promise you, everybody across the industry right now is trying to decide if they are at the right place after everything that happened and whether they are at a place that will bounce back and recover appropriately. We are that. So everyone else right now that is looking around, you need to go tap into that, and you need to be in the right energy to win yourself and to attract that so you personally can build and grow, and collectively we can continue to drive towards the vision we've had from day one. So thank you guys for those who are helping us do that, who are putting in the work and who have really held it down during crazy times. Those are now in the past. Let's focus on the future, and let's keep our heads down and let's go. It is grind time. August is where we make it happen. It is where we finish the summer strong, and it is where we set ourselves up for the rest of the year. So thank you guys for being on the show today. We love you. We appreciate you. Signing out. Respect.